Hello guys, this is Raptormon 132 here, and welcome to my 6th blind commentary video post of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 6. Yep, as you all know, I did episode 5. Today I'll be looking at episode 6, and this one is called No Second Prances. Well, interesting title, and I can tell immediately that this title is referencing the phrase "no second chances," or Prances in this case. I don't know. Like from when they say Prances, I mean usually that means I think that usually means like if I'm correct, prance is a term for dancing or something. Well, yeah. But I really don't know what to expect. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to expect in this episode. Like I know it has the term... It usually... It's referencing the term of no second chances, but this one is prances. So... my guess is that it's probably going to be about dancing. You know, for all I know, it could be another follow-up to that last one with Apple Bloom and Tender Taps. It could be another. It could be a follow-up episode involving those two. But yeah, I don't know what to expect, but you know, the only way to find out is to watch the episode. So, yeah, without further ado, let's begin. Here we go! Oh, Twilight and Starlight.
First lesson of the day, we very carefully set the table without using magic, so that...
Really? Too late, Twilight.
Did you? How? When? What? What? I said no magic. You were supposed to do it by hoof so I could work in a friendship lesson. Oh, I heard
What?
set the table and just kind of went for it. Well, if you hadn't used magic, you'd have heard me say, this plate represents your head, this spoon is your heart,
What?
and the knives are sharp. Always be careful with knives. The metaphors make more sense when you're actually setting the table. Should I change it back? I just want to make sure you're ready for this dinner. Princess Celestia will be joining us tomorrow night to see how the friendship lessons are going. If it's just you, me, and Princess Celestia, why are there 4 seats? Well, the whole point is for you to bring a new friend. That way the princess will see for herself just how far you've come. And how good a teacher you have. Well, I can't choose. I like other friends.
Okay.
That's the best part. You have to make a new friend.
A new friend?
Friends? Hey,
really?
Maybe I'll just force friendships by magically enslaving the entire population of Ponyville. Starlight? Kidding.
Really, Twilight?
No sense of humor.
Well, now I know what the episode is about. It seems like this episode is going to be involving Starlight Glimmer and her trying to make a new friend, and Twilight having Princess Celestia over for dinner. Although the whole thing with the setting the table thing without magic and the whole metaphor that she did, that's really silly. But, yeah, that's typical Twilight. I don't know what she was planning then, but oh well. But we'll see.
Make new friends in Ponyville, the friendliest place in Equestria. Shouldn't be hard. Need to make a new friend, huh? I know just
Pinky.
the pony for you. Ms. Starlight Glimmer, meet Mrs. Cake.
Oh. Hey, Mrs. Cake.
How are you, dearie? Are you baking? Can I help?
Huh. What's she doing? Whoa. That's really impressive.
New friend, I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
Wowza, wowza! Oh,
trying to put me out of business with your fancy magic thingy. What's a cake?
What? Oh.
Sorry.
You deserve that!
Huh.
In her defense, it is delicious.
Yeah, and in her defense, Mrs. Cake, you fucking deserve that. That was that was very rude what Mrs. Cake did. Starlight was trying to be nice, made a cake for her with her magic, and she just pissed on her. Fucking bitch. And as far as I'm concerned, Mrs. Cake, you fucking deserve that. Sorry, continue. But, yeah, looks like...
I think I have just the pony for you, Starlight. Meet Big Mac.
Oh, Big Mac.
Yep.
Well, that would be nice.
He's not much of a talker.
Nope.
Well, not all the
That's
time.
too bad. I love a good conversation.
Really? What Starlight did? What did she do? What?
Yeah, you did something!
What?
Whoa, what's happening? I feel really weird. I'm talking so much, and I'm...
He's turned him into Chatterbox.
Pronunciation. Annie Apple awoke and accidentally ate an auburn azalea.
That's funny. Whoa.
Can't be friends with some pony who doesn't talk.
Applejack's not happy.
And I guess my first instinct...
Change him back, Starlight. You better.
Act the way I want them to? All right, I'll change him back.
Yeah.
Good choice.
That's...
The trick to finding a new friend.
And just as well, because look...
Radiant.
For a second, I thought Applejack... It was a good thing that she probably did, because she looked like she was gonna tear Starlight apart. Yeah, sorry.
First impressions count a great deal, you know. I'm glad
Next
you all
is
got
rarity.
past my first impression. Well, every pony deserves a second chance. Now, I have a
second chance?
top-notch idea. I'm thinking pastel silk here and here with crinoline underneath. You really think a new outfit will help me meet ponies? Oh, with the right outfit, you can do anything, darling.
Huh.
When will it be ready? 3 weeks.
3
Dinner's
weeks.
tomorrow. Well then, how about a hat from the clearance bin?
Clearance bin? Oh. That's not gonna fit her. Ooh. You're gonna have to pay for that.
Pony's gonna make friends with you because of your outfit.
The only thing you want a new brand draped in
Next is Rainbow.
Coolness.
Coolness.
Like you?
Yeah, but you already know me, so...
Spitfire!
Ew.
Sorry. Who's that?
Don't say it. Don't spray it, Rainbow.
This pony in the Wonderbolts. Come on, I'll introduce you.
Whoa. Yep, she's Sonic.
Coming or what?
I guess my first question would be, what's
Yeah.
a Wonderbolt?
Whoa.
Never heard of
Oh my god, that's... Oh my god! Whoa, wait a minute. I gotta see that again. Hang on.
I guess my first question would be,
Wait a
what's a Wonderbolt?
Oh my god, that face of Rainbow.
Never heard of Wonderbolts?
Where have you been?
Oh my god. I can see somebody making a meme with that face. The animators must have had a field day with that scene. They're really getting better with facial expressions in MLP. Yeah, continue. Oh god.
Sleeping villages, I guess. Right.
Oh yeah. Oh, Angel.
You're adorable, but probably not what Twilight had in mind.
Aw, Angel's in love. Yeah.
What is going on? This is Ponyville. If I can't make a friend here, there's got to be something wrong with me.
Oh, it's...
Okay.
I think it might be a mix of both.
Makes friends with a total stress case.
That's my motto.
Stop stressing. Stop stressing!
Man, you're having a panic attack.
Everyone's bound to look at you after that, Starlight. Oh. The spa? Oh, so Bulk really does work there.
This is just what I needed. Tell me about it. You ever have one of those days? For me, they're all one of those days.
What?
I'm gonna start coming here every time I visit Ponyville.
What?
I'm not from here either. I've been trying to make friends, but it's not easy. They're not saying it, but I think every pony knows about my past.
Well, I definitely know about your past, Starlight.
Bit completely and utterly evil. Ponies judge me on my past too.
Wait a minute! That blue coat, that voice, I know that pony's voice anywhere! It's Trixie!
Watch in awe as the great and powerful Trixie performs the most spectacular feats of magic ever witnessed by pony eyes! And no pony's more powerful than the great and powerful Trixie! The great and powerful Trixie! Need some peanut butter crackers.
Oh my god! Is that Trixie? There's only one pony I know of that has that blue coat. And that voice. Oh my god. So Trixie's back. I hope it is. Well, I hope it is. Well, I believe it is.
Soup spoon, salad fork, pasta spoon, strawberry pick.
Oh, I hope it is.
Friendship, the greatest magic of all, is proper silverware placement.
Typical Twilight.
Guess what? I made a new friend. That's fantastic.
Is it?
News. She's great. Great.
Trixie?
Powerful. Powerful.
Trixie?
She's hello.
Yes, I was right!
The bitch is back.
Yes, it's good to see Trixie back.
Know each other?
I didn't think we'd see her again.
We've had our differences. What matters is Twilight gave me a second chance, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I can definitely see through a eating grin like that.
No, she doesn't trust Trixie a bit.
So,
Then again, who would blame her?
The great and powerful Trixie has come to perform a new stage show of
Really? A new stage show?
I am calling it the Humble and Penitent Trixie's Equestrian Apology Tour.
That's
Apologies.
kind of a mouthful. It's a working title.
Yeah.
A moment. Over here.
No.
I know I said make friends with any pony, but, well, with Trixie's past and your past, I'm not so sure she's the best first friend.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't trust her.
You've forgiven her, right? Of course. It's just, she wasn't the nicest pony. Well, you did say any pony, and I just assumed that you'd trust her.
Yep. And I think Twilight should also mention that Trixie also enslaved an entire village, enslaved an entire the entire town of Ponyville with the Alicorn amulet, and did horrible things while she wore the amulet. Then again, all of you have probably argued that she was probably corrupted by the amulet. But I'd say it was a mixture of both. But yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, Twilight should probably mention that, but I guess Starlight will find out soon enough. Anyway, continue.
Me to make my own friends the way Princess Celestia trusted you.
Yeah, that is
You're
true.
right. I trust you. Just be back in time for the
But
dinner.
be wary of
Twilight.
Trixie.
You won't regret it.
Just to look at...
I hope not.
Yeah. Oh, she made a sculpture out of
Show's gonna
cutlery.
be the greatest thing Ponyville's ever seen.
Yep, they're all talking about her.
always says they'll give you a second chance, but deep down, they never forget.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm worried about. What is it?
I heard what Twilight said about me, and she's right. I wasn't very nice. So I'd understand if you didn't
you were
want to be
evil.
friends.
Are you kidding? You're the first pony I've met who has any idea how I feel.
Really?
Can you keep a secret?
What are friends for?
The things I've done, I did them because I was jealous of Twilight. She's just the best at everything.
Twilight,
And I
yeah.
wanted to beat her at something. Your secret's
Yeah.
safe with me. Thanks.
Although, I should even mention that Twilight actually saved your ass in the Season 1 episode. You know, if it wasn't for Twilight, you would have been Ursa Minor meat. Like, you would have been mincemeat for the Ursa Minor. Because, yeah, but, yeah, I thought I should say that, but, yeah, anyway, continue.
Want to help me unpack my wagon? I spend a lot of time on the road with my wagon, so it might be a tad messy.
Maybe I can help.
Really?
I'm pretty good at organizing stuff. Magic props, brainwashed crowds.
Brainwashed crowds. I hope not. What? Twilight?
Catch up. I think there's something in my hoof.
Sure, the wagon's right around the corner.
So, how's it going with
Ugh.
your new friend?
Twilight,
Great.
seriously.
Thanks for asking in a completely not creepy way. Because, you know, if it
Touche,
doesn't work out for any reason,
Starlight.
I could introduce you to my friend here.
What? A bush?
Hello, Mr. Bush.
Nice to meet you.
Oh.
No, you can come out now.
Hey!
You like music,
Final
right?
scratch!
DJ Pone 3'd be the perfect
DJ
fit for
Pone
tonight's
3
incredibly important
Oh, so they call her
idea.
DJ Pone 3.
If you decide
So it's not Vinyl Scratch, it's DJ Pone 3. Whatever. I'll still call her Vinyl. Although I think DJ Pone 3 is probably her stage name. Yeah, that's what I think. But yeah, but so Vinyl makes another appearance. That's fun. I could imagine people seeing that scene and they were probably fangasming at that scene.
I do believe you are right.
Like later on, I'll have to have a look at everyone else's reactions and see what their reaction was seeing Vinyl Scratch. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
to make a last-minute change. So, back at your castle when you said, I trust you, you meant, I don't trust you.
No,
say,
it's she
said,
doesn't
well,
trust
I know
Trixie.
I can't. Can you?
And I don't blame her. Like, after what she did.
Starlight, I'm just trying to look out for you. I appreciate it, but you're wrong about Trixie. She's just like me. We have a real connection. That's kind of what I'm afraid of.
Uh-huh.
What about her?
Oh, Derpy!
Please.
Yeah, I'd
Charlie.
want to be friends with
I know I'm
Derpy.
trying to help, but I
Who
need
wouldn't
to make
be?
friends on my own if I'm going to become a better pony. But do you really think Trixie's the one to help you with that? Wow, Trixie was right. You're not really giving her a second chance. I wonder what that says about how you feel about me.
Yeah. Oh, Cranky.
Oh, now he'd be perfect.
Ah. Ah, Twilight, you're letting your pride get the best of you.
You said Twilight is better than you at everything, but that's not true. You're better at magic.
Only when I'm wearing a soul-sucking evil amulet, so I don't think that counts. Funny story.
Yeah.
Don't need to get into it.
I meant stage magic.
Well, of course. Great. Yes. Powerful, obviously. But I'm not.
Yeah, she
the
is a
best.
traveling magician.
As great and powerful as I am, there's one trick I've never been able to do. The Moonshot Manticore Mouth Dive.
The what?
Only one magician has ever pulled it off. My hero, Houdini. You are
Houdini?
supposed to blast yourself into the open mouth of a hungry manticore. After the manticore chews you up and swallows you, you magically step out of a box on the other side of the stage.
That looks pretty dangerous.
That sounds very
Dangerous?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say cool.
I knew
Yeah.
I liked you for a reason.
Well, cool, dangerous. Depends on your point of view.
I tried it. I'd get chewed up and swallowed by that manticore.
Not if you could use real magic.
Obviously. Way to rub it in.
No, I mean, I could help.
Yeah.
You could start the trick, and right before you got chewed up, I could use magic to save you and make you appear in the black box.
I guess that would
Teleportation
work. But
magic.
if you made one mistake, I'd be a goner.
When it comes to magic, I don't make mistakes. Maybe I could be your magic show helper pony.
We call it assistant in the magician biz. And
Yeah,
no pony's ever offered
magician's
to help
assistant.
before.
Well, I'd be honored.
You may have just made my great and powerful magic show even better, which I didn't think was possible. We're gonna blow them away tonight.
That's an interesting poster.
Oh, I can't. Tonight's this incredibly important dinner with Twilight.
Oh.
Can I vent for a minute?
What are friends for?
Even after Twilight says she trusts me, she clearly doesn't trust me enough to choose my own friends. I guess you were right. No second chances.
I
Or
wish I could
Prances
say I
in
was
the
surprised.
titles
Well,
case.
lucky for Princess Twilight, I have my magic show tonight. If you have to go to the dinner, I completely understand. I just hope I find a way to survive the moonshot manticore mouth dive without my new assistant.
She's rubbing it in.
You must choose!
Life's full of tough choices, isn't it?
This path has been placed before you. The choice is yours alone.
Yeah, she was rubbing it in. Oh, Celestia.
Starlight
It's
Glimmer
time for
should be
the
here.
dinner.
Any minute now.
No, she didn't.
How about I
She didn't
introduce
appear.
everyone? Our friendship lessons are going so well. She made 3 new friends. She has
Well,
such great
actually,
friends.
when you say she, you really mean you. They're your friends, not Starlight's. Also, that was cute. Seeing Derpy stuffing her face with muffins. Yeah. Anyway, continue.
I don't know where she would have learned that.
Starlight Glimmer? I thought you said nose hair trimmers. What's going
What?
on? I'm hungry. And my nose is too hairy.
Ugh. Well, you could have some of the muffins that...
You're so funny.
that-
If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna check the kitchen.
Yeah, whatever.
Maybe she got lost amongst the artichokes.
Yeah.
Starlight? Has anyone seen Starlight Glimmer? I'm looking for her. Trixie.
Ugh.
So this is the humble and penitent Trixie's equestrian apology tour?
Ain't that a mouthful of molasses?
Yeah, I know.
Title. This is gonna be the greatest night of my
It's a working title.
Excuse me, our lives.
Oh, I'm so glad we're not at that boring dinner. Ahem.
Somebody's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
You just decided to skip our dinner without telling me? Are you aware that at this very moment, Princess Celestia is waiting for you at a table? With exquisite silverware placement? Yes,
Ugh.
but this is exactly why I didn't
Oh,
want to make friends with Trixie.
You still don't trust me. But guess what, Princess? It doesn't matter if you
Oh,
give me
no.
a second chance or not. Starlight had to choose between you and me. And she chose me. Your pupil chose me. So, I win.
You win?
What?
That sounds like you just made friends
Ugh.
with me to beat Twilight.
Exactly.
Ah!
I mean, no. I got
You
caught
blew
up
it,
in the
Trixie.
moment. I like you. Beating Twilight is just a bonus.
Ah!
Oh, saying that didn't help, did it?
You're just digging your grave even deeper.
Should've known. No pony else in Ponyville wanted to be my friend. Why would you?
Wait! It's not like that. I am your friend.
Ugh.
Well, you
Well-
won. I hope you're happy.
Looks like the
No.
great and powerful Trixie is back to a solo show.
Trixie?
Ugh.
Which is
Well,
exactly the
This
way
is
she
both their
likes it.
faults.
Thank you, Princess Twilight, for getting rid of that annoying pony who wanted to be my first friend. I am not sad at all. I definitely don't feel like my heart is breaking into a million pieces.
Ugh. Well, to be fair, it was both Twilight and Trixie are to blame equally. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Starlight doesn't trust either of them. Because, you know, well, I could see that Trixie is not as bad as she tries to be. She was obviously lying. And, you know, just to... But you know... Twilight is just shows her distrust of Trixie just as much as, like, you know, I knew that it was going to be a problem. But from what I can see, well, actually, yeah, what I'm trying to say is that Trixie and Twilight both are equal to blame because of their, like, Trixie because of her pride of her begrudging against Twilight, and well, for both of their dislikement for each other, and you know, like, cause, you know, well, yeah, it's hard to explain, but I think you probably understand. But yeah, continue.
Come one, come all. Come and see the pathetic and friendless Trixie's way to go, dum-dum. You really messed it up this time. Repentance Tour.
What?
It's a working title!
Working title.
Behold, your
A changed
fears
title.
are true. A pony-eating manticore.
What? She's really gonna go through to it.
Powerful Trixie will be performing the Moonshot Manticore Mouth Dive. Now, save your gasps for when I defy the beast's jaws of doom and appear inside that black box. I was supposed to perform this trick with my great
Oh,
and
no.
powerful assistant, who was also my great and powerful friend.
Yeah, she's still gonna go through with it, even
Starlight?
without
When I
Starlight.
first came to Ponyville, Princess
Hope not.
Celestia gave me room to make my own decisions and my own friends. I need to give you the same freedom. I shouldn't have tried to pick and choose your friends for you.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like me, you have to make your own decisions and your own friends. But what if Trixie really was using me just to one-up you? From what
Well-
I've seen, she's the real thing.
I would say sorta yes, sorta
But
no.
it's not my place to judge. It's all up to you.
Yeah.
Starlight, if you're out there and you still want to be friends, let's be great
Aw.
and powerful together. Please?
I can't believe she's still going through with it. What? Ugh. Well, she's dead. Let's end the episode.
Behold, the fate and growl of
What?
Trixie.
Oh god. Yeah, Starlight helped her. But she looks really mangled up.
And now, I'm proud to introduce my great and powerful assistant and best friend,
Yeah.
Starlight Glimmer.
Manticore is even bowing.
Trixie, what do you want?
I was wrong. I'm sorry.
You should be.
And I have to hand it to you. I could never have pulled off a trick like that.
Thank
Well,
you, Princess.
Well, that's interesting. What? Oh, the party.
How
Oh,
do
the
you
dinner.
get your hair to do that all the time?
Okay. Well, what do I have to say? I had to admit this episode was interesting. It was great seeing Trixie again, even though she did some bad things in a few episodes. But yeah, it was great that she and Starlight have are starting a friendship, and it's great that she's even trying to, trying to become a sort of better pony. Well, sort of. But yeah, it was interesting to see that she's learnt a lesson and trying to repent. But I guess like I tried to mention before, I think Trixie was being sort of genuine with Starlight, and I think she only said those things because she knew that Twilight didn't have held a grudge against her. But who could blame? But after what she did in the season 3 episode Magic Duel, who could blame Twilight for that? Because in the season 1 episode that was Boastbusters, she was a big boaster and all of that, but the main six was sort of not very nice to her, even though that she was a magician, and magicians are supposed to boast and put on a performance. And they sort of weren't nice to her to begin with because of that. And then later on, when Snips and Snails decided to get the Ursa Minor, or Ursa Major, wink wink, Ursa Minor, they tried to see if Trixie could do that, and despite Trixie not being as great as Twilight, she did try. But in the end, if it wasn't for Twilight, she and Snips and Snails would have been mincemeat. So yeah. But to be fair, Trixie did have a right to hold a grudge, but she should have held the grudge on Snips and Snails because they were the ones responsible. But at the same time, she's sort of to blame as well for her boasting. But she blamed Twilight, even though that Twilight saved her ass back there. And that's what caused her to get the Alicorn Amulet, but she was under the influence of the Alicorn. Many would argue that all the things that she did in Magic Duel were all part of the Alicorn Amulet, or there's even some that disagree and say that she did it out of her own accord. But in my point of view, I think it's a mixture of both. She had like, she had the desire for revenge and for doing terrible things, but the Alicorn amulet amplified it even more. And yeah, but yeah. Anyway, the thing with at the end, like close to the end, where Trixie just ran her mouth and all of that at Twilight. She, like, you could tell that she was, like, one part of her wanted to get back at Twilight for her, like, you know, because of her grudge against her and trying to ruin her friendship with Starlight, but at the same time, like, well, actually, no, not at the same time. I guess she wanted to be Starlight's friend, but she didn't know that, like, I think that she didn't know that Starlight was in fact Twilight's pupil. But at the same time, I think, like, after finding out that she's Starlight's pupil, that Starlight is Twilight's pupil, and how Twilight is trying to ruin her friendship with Starlight, I think, you know, I kind of wouldn't blame her for doing that, but, you know, so, I think Twilight, like, and, you know, Twilight should have actually not held a grudge against Trixie. Like, she should have given her, at least give her the benefit of the doubt. But, you know, but, yeah, so you see what happened with Starlight almost losing a friendship with Trixie. What happened was just as much Trixie's fault as Twilight's. Just as much as it was, just as it was Twilight's as much as Trixie's. So, yeah, that's what happens when you hold a grudge against someone, and someone holds a grudge against you. It can lead to conflicts. But, you know, I even learnt by watching a certain anime that actions speak louder than words. And from what I could see, Trixie was somewhat, you know, like, she was being conceited and probably, you know, giving Twilight that menacing look, that mischievous looking smirking. But when you look at her actions with Starlight, she was actually being genuine. But yeah, it was interesting to see Trixie again, you know. I immediately recognized her voice and the color of her coat when she was covered up during, you know, during the scene when you first see her in the spa. As soon as I heard that voice and saw the blue coat, I immediately thought it was Trixie. And I was right. In fact, later on, I should probably listen to my reaction again. Because I think I might have overreacted, but... hell. But... yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, it was great seeing Trixie again. I didn't think we'd see her again. But it looks like Trixie and Starlight are going to be friends now. And... yeah, anyway, I thought Twilight was also very was very typical. You know? Like, organizing shit and all of that. Like, she was... yeah, she was her typical self. And... yeah, oh, and I even should say that the scene where Starlight is trying to make new friends, suggested by each of the main 6. That was funny. Well, the only thing that I didn't like was the first one with Pinkie Pie and Mrs. Cake, because I actually thought Mrs. Cake was very rude to Starlight. Because, you know, Starlight made her, like, used her magic to make a cake for her. And then she just looked at her and said, like, her attitude and all of that was rude. Saying, "Are you trying to get me out of business with that cake?" or something like that. But she didn't. She did it out of good... She did it out of... Like, she didn't have any ill intentions. And she just pissed on her. And then at the end, she just drops the cake on top of her. Well, I think she deserved that. Yeah. Like, usually Mrs. Cake isn't a rude pony, but in this instance, she was very, very rude. And I think she deserved every ounce of what... Like, I think she deserved it. In fact, if it was me, I wouldn't just drop the cake on her. I would have actually smashed the cake that she was making in front of her and splat it in her face. You know, just as additional payback for her rudeness. Yeah. And anyway, I reckon two of the funniest moments was probably when Starlight cast that spell on Big Mac, making him into a chatterbox. And Big Mac's freak out. That was hilarious. And then the scene with Rainbow Dash, that I still can't get over that face that Rainbow Dash made. I could tell the animators were probably having a lot of fun with that facial expression. And you know, I mentioned it before that MLP is doing better in making facial expressions, and this is a good example of that, of what I thought. In fact, some of you in the comments have even said, like 1 or 2 of you in the comments have told me that the MLP animating staff are getting better with facial expressions. So yeah, I did notice that, and yeah, I could imagine people, but anyway, with the thing about Rainbow's face, I could imagine people making memes with that face. That face is just hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, all in all, I thought this episode was really fun. It was interesting, and it was great seeing Starlight making a new friend, and you know. But yeah, all in all, I thought this episode was really fun, really interesting to watch. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed my blind commentary of episode 6 of season 6, and hopefully I'll get on to episode 7 as soon as I can when I get the chance. But as usual, until then, thank you all for watching. This is Raptormon 132 saying bye bye everyone. Bye bye.